For this video, I'm going to show how to install Hyper-V and act like you're creating on-premises virtual machine by using Azure virtual machine that I spun up. That's Windows 10, and it's Windows 10 Enterprise because I'm gonna create Hyper-V, which is Microsoft's hypervisor, and you need professional or higher version of Windows 10 to do that, and I don't have that on my desktop, so which is why I'm using a virtual machine I spun up. So I connected to it, and so you just go to Control Panel and go to Programs, and then turn Windows features on or off, and then check Hyper-V. So I already did that, and then you check it, say okay, it'll install the feature, and then I'll restart, and then you connect back to it. So I have Hyper-V, so then you just go to Hyper-V Manager, it's the app, and this is what I call it, demo VM. You click it, and first let's create like a virtual switch, which will allow the virtual machines that we create on premises, not through the portal, allowed to connect to internet through the switch. So make sure it's external so the virtual machines can connect outwards. So click create, type in whatever you want, ext terminal switch. I'm gonna say remove. Whoops. Wait, do I got ext switch, not remove, say apply. I'm gonna say okay. Alright, it worked. I just had to reconnect. It's just reconnecting by itself because it made the switch. And click OK. So now I'm going to show how to install Windows 10 virtual machine. So you click New, Virtual Machine, Next, call it whatever, on-prem VM1, and click Next. Choose what generation you want, generation 2 has the EFI, it will boot up faster and everything, but I'm going to choose generation 1 for backwards compatibility reasons. Put how much memory you want, so you need at least 2 gigs, but I'm going to put 4 gigs, so 4096. And the more you give it, the less you have on your machine. So it just depends how much memory you have on your host machine, I guess. And I'm not going to use dynamic memory. I don't want to go up and down. I just want it to be 4 gigs. Next, you choose your connection. I want the external switch I created. Click Next. So now you could connect a virtual hard disk. So you could create one, use an existing one, or attach one later. And this is just going to be name of the drive, and this is the location, and then size, so you could play around with it. I'm fine with that. This is just going to be where we install the OS. So here's where you say what to do with the operating system. So you can install it later. You can get it from CD, DVD-ROM, floppy disk, or network-based installation. I'm going to do from bootable, and I'm going to do ISO, image file. And so I don't have one right now, so let me show how to get it done. So you just type in download Windows 10 trial, and I'm going to get Windows 10 Enterprise. And so it's free for 90 days. I'll do the Enterprise edition, and you fill in this info. So I filled that out. I'm going to do 64-bit, English, download. And then I'm going to unpack that, extract it. when it's ready. Alright, can extract it. And anyway, I'll go back to here and okay, it's done. Oh, I forgot to connect the Azure VM to my desktop. So I was checking that. So actually go to your connection, RDP connection, say edit, local resources, more drives, because we're going to map the drive. And let me disconnect from it. We have to do a whole wizard again, so I'll come back. I'll come back when I'm at the same spot. Alright, so you just click browse and now you have desktop, whatever. Probably should have put it in a better place. But here's the ISO. I didn't need to extract it. So choose that. And if you did the media creation tool, it's easier than just downloading yourself instead of I mean, it's the same thing pretty much. Click next, and then you say finish. And now it's creating everything. It didn't work because it said it like just couldn't access it, the file. And I realized that's because you shouldn't get it from here. You need to copy it over onto this machine. So I moved it to temp. So I created another one using the media tool just to play around with it. But anyway, it's this one. So I'm just going to copy it. And I'll just put on the desktop here. I'll come back when it's done copying. Okay, that took a really long time. But anyway, let's browse for a file that we put on the desktop. Next, finish. And it should work this time. Let's go check. And you just right click it and you say start. Okay, now it's started up and running. You see it's on the install screen. So let's connect to it now. Right click connect. And now we're installing Windows 10. So just hit next. We want English, US, and hit install now. And I'll come back when it's ready. Well, just accept this, next. And we'll just do, doesn't matter, we'll just do upgrade. Okay, then we won't do upgrade. Accept, custom. We want that drive. We don't need to format or anything, and now it's installing. And during it, you may reconnect. It may get disconnected a session, so just say reconnect during the installation. Come back. Alright, it's ready. So I'll just say United States. US keyboard layout. I don't want a second keyboard layout. Choose your network. I'll say I don't have any internet. And it's I'll continue with limited setup, and if it's gonna ask us to sign in with a Microsoft account, you could do that, and then you could create a local account. So I guess now I'm creating a local account, And if you enter any email that's not a Microsoft account, that's how you can create a local account. Or you could, enter a domain. So I'll just put my name, put a password, confirm it, create a security question. I'm gonna put some random thing. His name is Bob. I'm gonna do the same. Okay, come back. Privacy settings, so it's up to you. I'm just gonna turn off everything. Accept. Okay, Cortana, not now. I'm just gonna say no to everything. Okay, looks like we're ready. Okay, I'm in. Do full screen, connect, and now we're in the virtual machine. Okay. I don't know why it didn't ask me if I want to connect to other networks, because I want to say yes, and just in case I create other virtual machines. It'll just be for firewall, but doesn't matter. Anyway, let's change the name of the PC. So here's a device name, so you can rename it. And up here I just separated them, the RDP's connections, so I'll just call it the same name, the on-prem VM1. And another way to change is to go to control panel and system and say change. Anyway, so it'll change. I guess I'll restart now. So yeah, the other way to change it is go to system, where it shows your PC components and Windows Edition, everything. And then you click Advanced System Settings on the side and the computer name tab. So let me just show that real fast. The other way, and to verify that the name changed. Go to control panel. I'm just going to view by large icons. System. And here's the device name. Rename it like that. Yeah, the other way to do it, I guess it doesn't show it right now. Here. Maybe it's this one, renamed as PC Advanced. Yeah. So you would do change. And that's where you could change it. And you could change it to domain or workgroup. I'll keep it workgroup for now. And so this is a section in the video of how to install a Windows 10 virtual machine. So we're done with that. So now let's actually make another one, new virtual machine. And this is going to be Windows Server 2019 VM. So I'm going to go faster because it's pretty similar. I'll call it on-prem VM2. Generation 1 for backwards compatibility. I'll do num lock off. 4 gigs. Don't want dynamic memory. Connected to external switch. Is it? Oh, I did in-prem. On-prem VM2. Keep this all the same. Operating system ISO, and now I need to get that file. So I'll come back after I showed you the page. So I just typed in Windows Server 2019 trial, click this first link. You can also do the other one. It's on premises, so download the free trial. And we're gonna get the ISO Windows Server 2019 for 180 days. It's free. We want at ISO, put in all this info, and download it. Called Windows Server 2019. And I'll come back when it's ready and everything. Okay, I went to my file explorer, connected to my desktop, and here it is. I need to copy it and put it, I'll just put in desktop here with the other ISO, and I'll come back after it's done moving. Alright, it's done. Now choose that file, Windows Server 2019 ISO. Next, finish, and it's creating a virtual machine. Now right click, say start. It's starting, and now connect to it. Connect. And it's loading up. Here's the welcome screen for the installation. Click next, install now. So here you have different operating system versions to choose. Standard evaluation is just the core, so it's just command line. Here's the desktop, so that's GUI. So I want Windows Server 2019 data center evaluation with desktop experience, so GUI. Click next. Agree. And we want install because we're not upgrading from anything. It's fresh new OS. Now it's asking to format it. I don't need to. I'll click next. Now this part's gonna take a while, so come back. Alright, it's done. So now you put in password. And enter that info. Whoops, sorry, caption. So this is Windows Server 2019 virtual machine. We have it set up. So yeah, so that's, I'm gonna end that video here because before it gets too long. So basically I just showed how to install a virtual machine using Hyper-V. First I did Windows 10 virtual machine, and then I did a Windows Server virtual machine, and I did it all using this.